Okay, we're live. We're live. We're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 18 of Mind of the Founder, where now we answer your questions about what? Anything and everything, right?
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything. How you doing?
Good.
Doing well? Today's episode brought to you by Coors Light.
And water.
They're not sponsoring you, us, obviously. But anyway, so how's everything going?
Well, good. Get on my case about how are you doing? Good. You're like, no, you're not doing good. You're doing well. I'm like,
I'm not a big fan of when people are like, how are you doing? They're like, oh, I'm good. It's like, well, what are you doing that's good? Because
I can't say I'm doing good.
Well, yes,
now.
you can. But like, good is like helping an old lady cross the street, and typically.
Speaking of which, yesterday,
what?
Patricc hopped off his scooter and tried to get in between a bum fight, and
it wasn't a bum fight.
I'm pretty sure they were two homeless people.
Yeah, they might have been homeless, but one was a guy and one was a girl.
And I was just like, "What are you doing?"
I don't like the idea of everybody says this shit, but like I get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about it. And we were riding down the street on Lola, the scooter, and I saw this dude hitting this girl in the fucking head.
I just saw him swinging
he was swinging something was swinging something at her, and then dropped that or whatever, and then had I don't know, it was a bottle or something, but it wasn't a glass bottle, whatever it was. He was hitting her, and anyway, I don't want to go there. So
do-gooder.
Yeah, so I just I'm just do good. So anyway,
stabbed.
Anyway, let's not even talk about it. Anyway, it was all good. We're on our way to the Rose Bowl to do some running. But yeah, so what is this? You've finished 5 weeks now with FBNW?
Has it been 5 weeks since July 3rd?
3rd.
So
yeah,
it's been a month. Yeah.
So anyway, so we're gonna answer some questions for you guys, and we want to go through some of our favorite ones that have been asked, and because it's been a while since they've been asked, and I want to see where I don't remember, what I said then, but I like to see I'll remember once I think about it and see if my thoughts are different and whatever you have to add. So Hey, Captain Delos, which I'm sure you're a major or lieutenant colonel by now. He was my lieutenant and my captain. How you doing, Delos? We were on ship together.
Ship?
Yeah. 6 months in Europe.
Mediterranean?
In the Med, yep. Anyway,
sounds fun.
So let's get this started. What we got here? Oh yeah, by the way, well no, we talked about it last week.
What?
Our food drop that we just had went amazing, and can we say who we have on for?
Yeah.
So September, Whole Foods is going to join our food drop again. This will be our second food drop with them. So it'll be FBNW, Boys and Girls Club, and Whole Foods. We're also, we're still in the process of reaching out to other snack brands and stuff.
So it's not too late?
Yeah, it's not too late. Yeah, and we also have one in...
company one. It's not too late.
Oh yeah, it's not too late. We also have room for our August one too.
Yeah, which is on the 18th of this month.
18th of August, and then September 1st is the one after that, our food drop after that. But that one's going to be Hunger Action Month is in September, so we're going to try to put a big push on that. So we're excited about it. So
there's a lot going on.
Yep. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. First question: what's the hardest thing about what you do?
Hardest thing about what I do. God, I wish we had a video person and go back and find the old
pull
part.
The old clip.
Pull the old part.
We'll just have to watch it later.
Hardest thing about what I do. I don't think it's I don't know. It's just, it's not hard for me, but it is hard for me. It's having to wake up, not having to, but a lot of people think when you have your own business, it's oh, lucky you. And it's not lucky because you have to get up every day and do it. So while you think because you're in control of your schedule that you're able to do whatever you want, and there's flexibility obviously, but shit has to get done. I think really what this is it. This is why I'm glad you're in the company now, and why Tyler's in the company now, and having people like that. This was always my hardest part, and I still struggle with this because we're figuring everything out as we go, and we don't have the resources like a lot of companies do that can make mistakes, like on the financial side and trying to choose. So the hardest thing that I do think that I deal with is I have a lot of, I second guess myself a lot, self-doubt on certain decisions.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about certain decisions past weekend,
yeah,
that aren't even that serious of decisions, but they cost money. And if you don't have like endless, supply of money and funds, you have to pick what we do and spend money on very, you really have to make sure we're going to make money off of it. And so I think it's hard making the decisions that are ultimately and I don't mind making them because it's my job to do that. And if it fails, it's my fault. But sometimes I second guess myself on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what the hardest thing is. It's like I struggle with self-doubt.
Yeah.
Because like if I make the wrong decision, I could jeopardize the company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm dealing with some stuff right now with one of our big accounts, and it's like, what do I do? Because this one decision can make a difference, for the life of the, not the life of the company, but for the next, say, 12 months of the company, can really determine how the company will do. And if I make the wrong decision, it can go the opposite way. So that's it. The decision-making process, certain decisions are hard. And when I've been in the industry for a while, but I'm still learning things every day. I'm still facing things every day, and trying to make sure you make the right decision, because you have to make a decision. It fell.
Man.
Sorry, Instagram, or the phone fell. We don't have the greatest thing. Anyway, so yeah. What about you? What's the hardest thing you have to do?
I think the hardest thing for me to do, like, this is my first startup from the startup, and it's the first company that I've had to work for that doesn't have an established brand. So for what I do for FBNW, for what I'm primarily like in charge of here is marketing. And so as a marketer and trying to brand, it's really difficult because we're so young right now and it could go either way, and I don't really know exactly how to target or market, and it goes down to like designs. I don't even know out of our designs, like, well, is this really like something that an FBNW fan would want to buy, or are we just kind of throwing things out there? And that's kind of what we're doing. We're just testing to see.
We're doing things that
works.
We like.
Yeah.
Basically.
But then that's not always like
it's
the best thing. So there's a lot of like, I don't know, uncertainty, and I don't know really what I'm doing.
That's what's exciting about it.
Yeah, it's the first time that I have like some say as to what this brand identity is going to be, as opposed to like going and working for a company or being a contract worker for a company. They already tell me like, this is like our brand identity. This is, what our goals are. Like, go and make us money. I'm like, okay. But now it's like, this is FBNW. What do you think?
Yeah.
Who do you think our customer is? What do you think our brand identity should be? And if it were anyone else's company, like if I were hired on at any other startup at this stage, I'd be more like inclined to be like, well, I think it's this, and this, but because I think there's so much invested in this, because it's not just like you and I, like I'm so emotionally invested in this company. It's not just like I go into a job and I check out and it's like, whatever, if it blows up, like if it explodes the next day, I don't care. It's not my deal. But now it's like, this is my deal. So
hello, whoever that is, I can't read it sideways.
I don't know, but
Well, that's what I keep telling you a lot. So the girlfriend, she, like she said, it's her first in that. So she sometimes thinks, and I don't know if I've put it off this way or you were detached enough or not in it enough to not realize it. But a lot of times you think that I've got the fucking golden map for everything, and I'm like, no, babe, like that golden map is really, I'm figuring it out on the day to day, because things evolve so much in small business that if you can't stick on to anything, you can't be a hard head and just be on your idea and think it's the best, because what I thought was the best for the company 6 months ago is not what the best for the company is now. And probably what I think is the best for the company now is not what's going to be the best 6 months from now, or 6 months in the future. So what I try to, encourage the girlfriend to do is like, act like, it's yours, right? You're a partner now. So act like nothing is in stone. And how do you think how do you vision it? And so, yeah, it's hard not trying to figure it out because you don't want to go the wrong way.
Yeah, but it's also, there's a lack of time to really like sit down and think and figure it out, because there's always something that needs to be done. But as I'm like doing stuff, I'm always like second guessing myself. Like, I'm doing it this way, but is it really the right way to do it? Because do I even know who I'm targeting? So I feel like I'm just doing stuff and without a very clear direction.
Yeah, but we got the direction. It's just we're it's not as serious as what you're saying. It's just,
I take it very seriously.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not as serious as like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like,
I know.
We know where we're going. It just can be refined a little more.
I'm just you know how I am.
Yeah, you like shit decided.
Like, yeah, I like certainty.
Yeah, you like it in stone. Boom, yeah. This is it. And I'm the type, well, it's whatever we think now, because tomorrow I might get information that I don't have now that will completely change it. And I think it's important to stay open-minded like that in small business, because you have to be able to switch and move and pivot. And
use your eagle eyes and read what it says.
So that says, love what y'all do. Prayers and many blessings for you and your future. Oh, thank you so much, AFC 1070. I really do appreciate it. And hearing things like that really does make me smile and give me warm and fuzzies. Give me warm and fuzzies. Thank you.
Feels.
I really appreciate that. So yeah. What's the next question? Did we get that one? We good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
If FBNW didn't exist, what would you like to be doing instead?
Ooh. The business, our back burner, or the business that we're putting on hold for now.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, that's default, but something else.
Okay. So we have this other business that Fiona was going to be Fiona, the girlfriend, was going to be launching. And
this happened.
And so that's going on the back burner because we don't have enough time. You can't be half pregnant, folks. No half pregnancies. It's too hard to do it. There's not enough time in the day to do all of what we've got. So, yeah. What would I do if it wasn't that? I don't know, some other business. And I think that's the way I answered it last time. I love business. I think, though, next time, I don't know if I want to go into a such a saturated business. This one is apparel saturated. So it's like, would I do another apparel brand, right? I don't know, because it's what I know, right? Stay in your lane, but fuck.
But let's say it's not about what you're skilled at or talented at. It's just something that you've been curious about, and
I just love business. I just love business in things I like. So I like clothing. I like drinking. So bars.
Beer and fashion.
I don't know. anything I do is going to have a social entrepreneur aspect, though. That's what's great. So there's going to be businesses down the road that are going to be like, you think the clothing and clothing and food's crazy. This way, we can come up with some crazy shit in the future. But no, I don't know. There's nothing specifically. I just know I like creating business, like doing this. Creating things from like scratch. So I don't have anything specific. Whatever I feel makes me happy at the time.
What about my pickle corn dog concept?
Shitty ass pickle corn dog.
It's a brilliant idea.
She wants to do like a corn dog. She's like had this idea.
It's convenient.
You explain how lame it is.
So yesterday I was like randomly, I don't even know why I asked. I was like, oh, do you like hot dogs or like do you not like really care for them? It's like, oh, I just don't care for them. Like, but I do like corn dogs.
Just go into the details.
And I was like, yeah, I do like corn dogs too. I'm like, oh, it'd be great if. Why didn't anyone make a corn dog where the relish is in there already with the whatever's? So it's like a corn dog, hot dog. And he was like, oh, that's stupid. And I'm like,
it's an awful idea.
And he was like, nobody likes relish. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure people like relish.
I didn't say nobody likes relish.
Like
I said that there's not enough demand for corn dogs with relish.
Because it doesn't exist.
But I'm saying that by what I would imagine you saying that it would be such a peanut butter and jelly, they go together, that every time you go to a corn dog spot, they've got it's an option. Do you want relish with that?
I wish they did.
They don't, because not enough people want it. You know?
No one has voiced their opinion.
I wish that every place sold pickles, they had the accent, the seasoning accent.
Yeah,
right?
It's just MSG though.
That specific one. So I want that. Doesn't mean everybody else wants.
Who sells pickles on a stand?
A lot of people. When you go to the same place that sell this corn dog
at the fair, you mean?
Yes, at the fair.
Maybe they have some in the back and you never asked them for
No, it's because not enough people need it. That's why. Anyway, so it was an awful idea. All right, next question.
I didn't answer my
question. What would you do?
What was the question?
You said you'd do this damn idea. I'm not even letting you answer it because that's okay.
No, I wouldn't. I was suggesting you should do it.
Why would I do it?
Because you want to do business. Yeah.
I'd start a pickle company.
Stupid.
Whatever. I like pickles. Anyway, go ahead. What's your answer? What would you do?
I think I would go back to writing. I really liked my gig at the magazine, but I feel like beyond magazine, like just content, I just like creating content, whether it's written or some sort of digital, and I get to do that at FBNW because
content creation.
Now we're going to be doing more and more content, and
we got some great videos coming out.
Yeah, we get to work with Sarah, the intern, and just brainstorm like, oh, what if we did a video like this, or if it was cut like this, and it's pretty fun, and I enjoy writing the blogs, and it's pretty like easy for me.
And Eddie's doing some great videos for us.
Yeah.
So we got some great content coming out. So you would just do content creation in some form
because
or
just think about it. Like content creation, you get to meet so many different people, see so many things, try so many things, travel so many places in order to create content. And it's like the best of both worlds. It's like experiencing and then sharing your experience with everyone. So, yeah.
So content creation's fun. I like the idea. I don't know. What I envision me one day is being like, I'm not just one that likes thinking of ideas. I like going through with them, right? Because everybody can think of good ideas, and that's what's fucking hard. Is like when you put it into play. And I think you've said that, you don't know what's good or what's bad according to like the time frame and what you're doing in sales, how fast you should grow. And a lot of people think when they start business, it's just not how it goes. But anyway, next question.
Is it hard for you to take critique from people? How do you decide what to listen to and what not to listen to?
Okay, I'll answer this, and then I want you to answer because you give me probably the most critique. Well, not you and Tyler, but you've heard me. Well, I'm saying if you don't give it to me, you hear it given to me.
Yeah.
No, not all the time. I get a lot of critique from people you don't hear.
Yeah, on the phone.
Jay, Scrap, Maddie.
Oh, I hear that because you talk on speakerphone.
Yeah.
I don't know why you talk on speakerphone.
I don't know, because I have to move around and my ear gets sweaty.
You sound like my mom.
So anyway, what was the question?
Oh, is it hard for you to take critique from people? How do you decide what to listen to and what not to listen to?
Okay, this is funny. So I value feedback probably like no other. Obviously, there's plenty of people that value it like me, but a lot of people get upset when people give them feedback. Mm-hmm. And I think it's valuable. Now, it's up to you of if you listen to it or not. And sometimes I struggle with this, and I know you struggle with just from watching you and dating you for this many years is sometimes I'll take too much from it, as in it's somebody that's saying something that really has no. It goes to who do you listen to, right? Mm-hmm. There are certain people you should and certain people you shouldn't listen to. And one of the books, the last book I finished mentioned this, and he put it in a great way. It's called The Compound Effect, and he says, never take advice from anyone you wouldn't exchange places with. Like you wouldn't right now change places with. Don't take advice from those people. Now, with that said, we're not talking about advice with this question. We're talking about critique. So there's a lot of things about the brand that people say, oh, you should do this or you shouldn't do that. And depending upon what it is, I look at everything as information. So if you give me feedback, it's some information. It might not be valid information, but I'll put it into play and think about it and see what the scenario looks like by taking it in consideration and not. And sometimes people give me good information, but they don't realize the whole picture of it. So they think I just don't take it. And it's like, no, it's like, oh, I would extend your shirt by 1.5 inches, right? I've never heard anyone say that, but that would not with this company. Mm-hmm. But for instance, they don't realize there goes a lot into doing that, right? Change of pattern, change of digit, like all of this other stuff. So there's certain things that you get feedback on that you can't change or can't take. But I think I overall take critique pretty well because, and I don't think I used to, but I think I've opened up. And when I started this company, I made it a point, no fucking ego, no ego in anything, because I've seen it ruin businesses. I've seen it ruin business partnerships, friendships, and a lot of things like that. So I have no ego when people tell me that and get upset about it. So I feel that I take it pretty well. What do you think from
myself or for
you? No,
you?
From me. Like
for you?
Because this is this is a be honest and you give me the critique. Do I really take it well? Do I not? Should I improve on it? Is it an area to improve? Or?
No, overall, like since the beginning, I feel like you take critique well because you don't have an ego, that's for sure. And you're very open, but what's changed since early years to now is how you intake it. Initially, you'd be more quick to be like, wait, and you'll defend yourself and you'll speak over that person. But now I've noticed you've become more patient and you'll listen to the entire critique before you like interject with your rebuttal. Whereas in the before, like I would start saying, you're like, no, like I already thought of this, don't blah, 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 and like don't blah. But in the end, once I finally get my point across, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that, you're right. But you've never like shot down a critique, but you've improved in how you've received the critique, in terms of just being more willing to listen before speaking.
Yeah. It's because I'm learning all the fucking books I'm reading.
Yeah.
Like, shut your fucking mouth. Use your ears.
Bite your tongue and then just wait till that person finishes speaking.
Yeah. Okay, so what about you?
I think I still have... You
answer the question.
Yeah, I still have work to do, and I think a lot of it is, like, I do have a little bit of an ego because of, like, the past, I guess, 7 years at least, I've always kind of been my own boss in a way.
Mhm.
And there was no one critiquing me. Like, I just had final say and I looked over my team. And now that I'm working with you, and like, I know this is not my sphere of expertise. Like, fashion is not something I know, and math especially. But I know like what I'm doing. So for me, it's not that I don't take critique well. I think I have a little bit of me where I'm like, okay, I'll listen to critique from someone that I know knows what I'm doing, and I'd be like, he knows. Okay, I'm gonna listen to him. But if I feel like you don't know exactly what I'm doing, I'm a little less receptive, and I'll just be like, what? But then I will at least think about it, and then I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're right, and I'll be like kind of irritated because I'm like, ugh. But I think I'm starting to learn to just take critique from everyone, even if I don't feel like they're like an expert or qualified to critique what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder to take critique from someone that you don't feel understands you or what you're doing. But I think there's value in what everyone has to say because it's a different perspective. And I wouldn't have thought of it in the way, like, a lot of times I'll be writing an email or something, and you'd be like, well, I don't like how you said this. How about doing this? And I'd be like, ugh, because I was so happy with what I produced, and then you just come in, you're like, well, we'll change this, and it's like, this is like my space, and I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, let's change it, and I'll be reluctant, but
it's all at the end of the day. It's like looking at it and what is best for the company. It's like the girlfriend. One of the things that she gets frustrated on. I think we touched on this last week or the week before.
Which thing?
Sorry, I keep burping. It's the Coors Light. This episode brought to you by Coors Light, even though they're not paying a shit. Sorry, Budweiser, for not drinking you today. But anyway,
on sale.
What we were talking about is how like things change, and every bit of information I get goes into the decision I made. So if I make a decision today, more information I get, I might view it differently. And so I think part of this is it's not even a critique. If you work on something for so long, and then I come in and I'm like, no, I don't know about this. And then I don't think it's the critique that bothers you. I think the way you work is so much on, you look at it like, oh shit, I just wasted all of this time that I spent doing it. Where I look at it like, I don't care about that time. I want it to be the best when we go forward. So if I spend an entire day on something, and then the next day it's like, I don't like that idea, I'm completely fine with scratching it. It frustrates me, don't get me wrong, but that goes into the, like, it's not just ego you have to take out of business, you have to take your emotions out of them, and like get the fucking emotions out. It's like shit happens, like we have to move forward and be excited that we figured it out and that we didn't send it like it was, you know what I mean? So I think that's one of the bigger, it's not the critique you get, it's the time.
Yeah, I'm like such a stickler for efficiency and time, and when I just spent like a whole day working on a deck and you're like, no, I don't like that direction, let's do it this way. I'm like, well,
that goes into
it's going to push back everything I scheduled to do today because now I have to like start doing this.
Which is fun. Yeah. And because that goes down to the, original, this is the first like startup that you've worked in. So you've always had structure. So all the stuff that we're changing our mind about and figuring out, that's the stuff that, so whenever you go forward, like the people that start working for you, they do it. Like they'll have it in stone. Like we're figuring out that stone, we're making it. So that's what's exciting. So since we don't have that yet, you got to be a part of that, and it's exciting. So all right, next question. This is the final question.
Yep.
All right.
What do you want people to think of when they hear FBNW?
First off, I want them to think of For Better Not Worse, because that's the acronym for Better Not Worse.
So long. Even our acronym's long.
I know it is. Syllable wise, it's very long.
The other day, you're like, oh, why don't we just add a W? And I'm like, there is a W. You're like, oh,
I get upset sometimes. I love the name of the brand, For Better Not Worse, and the reason I named it that was because I wanted everything that we do to be like the overall as a brand. I wanted it to be thought of, these motherfuckers are doing things for better, not worse. And I already knew when I started it, we would shorten it eventually as we grew and became more known to FBNW, which that's our icon logo, but the name will always be For Better Not Worse. What was the question?
What do you want people to think of?
Oh, when they hear FBNW.
Yeah.
So
your answer was For Better Not Worse.
No, I was going, well, I'm saying I want them to think of the name, to be honest with you, but then from when they go there, where does their brain go?
Yeah. Literally.
Literally, I want them to think of the name of the company.
That is all.
So no, like I want people to get a really good feeling in their stomach when they think of FBNW. I want them to like that feeling that I get about when I think about and see what we're doing and how we're impact. Like I don't care for them to think of, oh, they got great clothing or they got great sayings and messages and this and that, great graphics. I want them to think, oh, that's that company. I love what they're doing. Right. And I like how they're doing it, and I like that they don't write checks. I like that they meet the children they impact. I like that they're being creative with their business model, and also trying to like show other people. Like we're trying to come up. What did I say that? What I wanted this whole line to be about one time is don't be a dick. It's just that simple. And really, that's all that's saying is just don't be a dick. Just be kind to people, like regardless of what. I don't care if you like them. Like, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be grumpy yourself, just be grumpy yourself. You know, keep your grumpiness to yourself. And when you're around people, just be pleasant and don't be a dick. You don't have to go save the fucking world. Just don't be a dick. And I just want people to think positive, like just get a good feeling when they think of For Better Not Worse. And I don't know. It's a great question though. I should have a better answer.
Yeah, I was like, you should know.
What do you think? What do you want people to know? Because you're the one fucking putting the content out there, making the marketing or making the content. So
I want people to think of FBNW and think of like us as a really like authentic brand, like an authentic group of people. Like I want them to see what we're doing and really believe that we're doing it out of, the goodness of our hearts, and it's not just some marketing stunt or like a business model.
If it was just a marketing stunt, we'd write checks.
Yeah, so I think us being so transparent and doing stuff like this and like our IG stories and just like putting it all out there and being really honest. Like I want us to be like a real, like we're like real people. Like we're not like fake marketing image, like this is like who we are and this is what we believe in. We do good, and we're a brand that is all about
great.
Okay, we're all about doing great things, and that's it. Like we're good people, we're a good team, we're doing
it's
great
very
things.
Subjective of you.
What?
Saying we're good. I would say I don't think that's I think that's more on the. That's not the long term.
What's the long term?
No, I'm saying I don't think long term people are going to be connecting it necessarily with us, because as we grow, we'll be less involved. Not involved, but we'll be less. Like there will be people where doing what we do now. We'll be but like picture, and they're going to be the ones that are on the camera, showing their.
Yeah. So our company are a group of authentic people who really care about what we do. Like we're not doing it because it's built into the company structure.
Yeah,
like
but
everyone
I'm
who
saying
joins the
that
team
talks
really
more
has to
about
believe in
us
it.
as opposed to the brand. Like,
Well, it's us right now.
Yeah, but
Like,
I'm saying if we
are the brand.
Yeah, I know. We're talking it out. We're See, these are the things that we got to figure out. Like, this is, here we go.
Take us away. Someone else runs it.
You're correct. I know. This is what I'm saying. Like, to your point, is like I say when we meet with the interns, and once again, if anybody's looking for an internship, we're
always hiring. You guys keep emailing.
Keep emailing. We've got some. We got our 7th one on board tomorrow, or 8th one in a couple, or next week actually.
No, 7. We only have 7.
We had so we had 5 and 6 or 7. So now our 6th one's coming on tomorrow, and then in a week to be our 7th. Yeah. And we've got another post out there. But anyway, so to that point, to your point, when they come in and try to get internships and jobs, and it'll be like that. Like, I don't want you to come to FBNW because you want an internship. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to come here when we start hiring because you want a job in whatever we're hiring for. I want you to want to be a part of a company that's making a difference in a big way and having fun doing it.
Yeah. Like, I want all our interns, and they have been so far.
Yeah, they've been fucking great.
Be interested not only in their own department, but other departments, because they just really love what we're doing. Yeah. And they just want to be a part of it. All our interns participate in all departments. The photographers in the event planning stuff, and the event planners are in socials and event planning. Like, everyone has a say, and everyone has to brainstorm campaigns for me and event ideas. And we're like,
we all come together.
We choose the best one, and we do it.
We come together and we put together ideas.
Like, if you weren't genuinely interested, you wouldn't have any ideas in your head because you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah. So we're looking for young people that want to get some great experience working in a great company.
Yeah, and just actually be treated like a real worker, not an intern.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I even hate that name. Yeah. That's the intern's job, is to find a better name for that. Because I can't. We're all difference makers, but you can't. That's too many syllables to say every time. Hey, the difference makers.
The DMs.
The DMs. I'm the DA. So what else? Anything else? Any highlights that we need to mention?
August food drop. Again, August 18th.
August 18th at the Boys and Girls Club.
If you're a food supplier, a snack supplier, if you know any people who want to get in and sponsor and get some great experience at our food drop and some great publicity, because I'll be pushing you hard.
Yeah. Hip Peas did it last month. They were an amazing partner, and I'm sure we're going to work with them in the future. We got a video coming out with them, highlighting them.
Yeah, and then we're still looking for a food blogger, nutrition blogger, to do a workshop with the Boys and Girls Club. It'll just be 1 hour of your day in September. Come out, meet some kids, teach them about eating healthy, being healthy, and do a little cooking demo with them. We'll supply the goods. You just bring yourself and speak to them.
And also, so we're going to try something new.
What?
Look out for a post. We're going to be bringing in a commission-based sales intern for a region, not the West Coast. We got that covered, but other regions of the U.S. And just look out for a post for it. And is that it? All?
I think.
Yeah.
What date is it? That's about it. Early August.
Today's the 7th. No, today's the 6th. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, if you have any questions, or submit your questions, I should say, at ask at fbnw.us. Yeah.
Oh, and check out the site.
Oh yeah, check out the site.
Because there's new products up there. So
we got new. We got new products. Not just fucking new products. You've updated the site a lot.
Oh yeah,
updated. A lot
food drop photos are up from last week.
We got the last food drop photos up. We're working on. We had to change up some style of the pages, but it's looking good. having somebody working on the website. We'll be adding new stuff, a couple items here, a couple items there every month, and trying to get our website really up to date, start our blogging back, get back into all this stuff now that we have somebody that can focus time on it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we love you. Don't be a dick. It's just that simple.